Hi, so I'm Barb.
I'm Lewis.
And this is Anna. And we wanted to talk about our experience buying and selling with the Julie Kinnear team. We met Julie a couple of years ago and we were starting to think about selling our first home. And we knew we needed something a little bigger because we were planning to have this little person. And Julie was very nice and walked us through the process and was very patient with us because it took us another year, I think, to actually call her to put our place on the market. And we were a little nervous. We were nervous about selling because we'd had an experience in the past where, it had taken a long time to sell our condo, and we were a bit anxious about how that was going to work. So Julie was very accommodating and patient with us as we had many questions about the process, and never made us feel sort of rushed or uncomfortable about being a bit anxious, which was quite nice. And we sort of knew we wanted to stay in the neighborhood, but we were a bit nervous about whether we would be able to find something in the price range we were looking for. So we switched back and forth from sort of East Toronto to West Toronto, and between Julie and Jen and Holly, they were able to kind of accommodate wherever we were looking in the city, which was amazing, and it was seamless. Like, they would flip back and forth. They never made us feel like, we were kind of dumping somebody to hook up with somebody else or feel guilty about that, which was really quite comforting. And it meant that the team kind of had the sort of specific expertise about certain neighborhoods that, one realtor I don't think would be able to necessarily have, like, that kind of breadth of knowledge of across the city. So we ended up buying our place first, this place, with Holly, and we had a really rotten week. We put in an offer on a home that was a few streets away from our previous home, and we lost, like, we were blown out of the water, and we were devastated. And we had seen this place, and it was a little, like, on the higher end of our budget, and so we just kind of didn't really think that it would work out for us. And Holly just had her finger on the pulse, and the house, didn't go for what they were expecting it to go for, and she was really assertive and
called us right away, told us that house was available, and so we kind of jumped on it, and here we are.
Yeah, and it was an amazing experience because we were able to actually, I think this is sort of unheard of in the city, but go through the process of buying without actually having to go through the bidding war to get the place that we really wanted. And it's a home that, in a neighborhood we didn't expect to be able to afford, with a great school district and, great neighbors, and so we're really happy with that. And then came to the part we were really scared about, which was the selling part. So, we got this great house, we celebrated for like 1 minute, and then we were like, oh my God, we have to sell our house. How are we going to do this? So, Julie was on it. She very quickly got us up to speed on what we needed to do and sent us a stager to give us some advice on how to sort of make the house as marketable as possible, because it was a very unique space. And it was a pretty painless process given how anxious we were about everything. It was really quick, and
Julie walked us through every step, all the steps that there were to do it, and went up, and we sold, and
and it was great. We were really happy with. Sorry, this is our dog Shady, who would also like to be in the video. We were really happy with the process and how easy it became in spite of our sort of anxieties. So, yeah.